Last time on Sakura Fantasy, um, it feels like some sort of slice of life type of thing in a way, where it's just three people with within conversation after conversation per se. Especially with because the thing was like Raelin was supposed to do her training, but got interrupted by Kara, her mentor or whatnot, by going on like something like special, quote unquote, but by being led to the market and then up to the bathhouse. Apparently, there. So I didn't realize beforehand that where dialogue, depending on the dialogue choices, you get like CG images that can be unlocked in the gallery. So apparently, like the normal bath is the regular one, while the chocolate bath one is chocolate per se. So yeah, that's gonna be something else, that's for sure. Because if anything, that's what happens when you're playing it is Wing the Cloud after all. Anyway, after returning to the sleeping quarters of the barracks, I collapse onto my bunk. A face appears above me shortly after, not content to let me lie down.
こんな時間までどちらへお出かけだったのかしらレイリンあ、キラ教官にお風呂に付き合えって誘われちゃってね
Yeah, she definitely did.
意外と面白かったよへえ面白かったっていうのはいい意味でそれとも悪い意味で
She's like, go on.
それはご想像にお任せしますふんねえレイリン以前あなたにお願いしてたことちゃんと覚えてるでしょうね私あなたの能力が必要だってお願いした通りもう見てくれたかしらあの約束まさか忘れちゃいないでしょうね
So have you done that yet? Oh. She's like, oh shit. I had completely forgotten about that. Shamefully, I shake my head at her.
ごめんなさいグイーン私すっかり忘れてましたまあいいわ正直に打ち明けてくれたから許してあげるその代わり今ここでしてくれるわよね
Well, there's no reason why I can't.
じゃあ見てみたい対象の簡単なイメージか何かが必要だわどこを見ればいいのかしら
Well,
それは
silently, she seems to be deliberating with herself. I wonder why that could be.
見てほしいのは王都の中にある貴族の宿舎なんだけど
The noble quarters of the capital, you say? Why?
私が以前勤めていた古い図書館があるの
I see. Is there like some sort of additional information to get a hold of, or what?
私が辞めた後どうなっているかなと思って
Interesting. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Ask for more information.
図書館ねもう少し具体的な情報が欲しいわ
Go on.
目印になるようなものとかない
I'd rather. Oh,
これ以上は教えられることがないわ。
you'd rather not talk about it? Well then. It would be a good idea not to push her.
分かったわ、クイーン。詳しいことは聞かないでおくね。
Oh. I guess we're not getting any additional information out of that, huh? I clear my mind and try to picture her library in my head. Usually, a vision forms fairly quickly, but I'm not having any luck this time. No matter how much I try to focus, I find nothing with her directions. The problem with my gift is that when it looks for something specific, it can't find that thing if it no longer exists. I've never been able to find the ruins of my old home because of this. They've changed way too drastically since I was last there. So what I've been trying to do is blind see into the mires, but even that is not working. Opening my eyes, I see a hopeful Gwyn staring at me.
何が見えたの？私がいなくなってからもうまくやっているのかしら。ごめん、何も見ることができなかったわ、グイン。
Nope. Nothing special thus far. Oh boy.
もうそこには図書館はないみたい。だから何も見ることができなかったの。そうなの。
She's like, oh. She's a little disappointed.
本当にもうないの？私のギフトじゃ存在しないものまで見ることはできないのよ、グイン。本当にごめんなさい。
It's like, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
うん。でも仕方がないわね。忘れてちょうだい。
Well, that was pretty sudden.
この話は誰にも言わないでおきましょう。
Well, I guess that's how the cookie crumbles, it seems. She's visibly upset. What exactly does the library mean to her? Surely we can be considerate. Are you okay?
グイン、大丈夫？ええ、大丈夫よ、レイリン。大丈夫。
Are you sure? She doesn't sound fine, though. It's almost like she's about to break into tears. She quickly disappears before I can say anything else. What exactly did the library mean to her? Is this something to do with her life before she became a soldier? Maybe it would be a good idea to leave it alone. Okay, well, that's a bit sudden. Did did Raelin said something offensive? What's going on? So, I have another day off. My training regime is in the afternoon. I have most of the day to do with as I please. Where should I spend my time? Well, the shops is going to be Kara and the castle. Well, we can take a visit at the castle at the least. Do I really want to go back to the castle considering how boring I found it last time? Maybe I could run into Ardina there. There are so many rooms in this castle. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed in them. I suppose it was silly to expect to run into Ardina here. Wait, are those soft footsteps I hear?
誰かと思えばこの衛兵さんか。なぜここに？確かこの時間は非番だったはずでは。
Yeah, well, I thought I can come by to say hello, but
あなたたちのことを思って適度な休暇を与えるようにと頼んでおいたのですが、何かの行き違いだったでしょうか。もしや沼地へと赴く思いが強すぎて、いても立ってもいられないとか。いえ、違うんです、女王陛下。ただ城の中を見て回りたいなって。見て回る？
she's like, what? You want to go into my... You want to explore into my castle?
確かにこの城内には隠された秘密がある。
There are secrets that even you shouldn't obtain.
だが、たとえあなたであろうとも、そうやすやすとは見つけられないでしょう。よしんば何かを見つけたとしても、あなた自身ではその秘密の内容すら理解することも難しいでしょう。
A secret, you say?
そういう意味ではないんです。ただ廊下以外をあまりちゃんと見たことがなかったので、他にどんな部屋があるのか、そういうのを見てみたかったんです。できれば議員さんたちのいないような離れたところとか。なるほど、そういうことですか。では好きなだけ辺り一帯を見て回るといい、レイリー。
Yeah, these councilmen are, you know, a bit of a nuisance, you would say. She's as indifferent and mysterious as ever, talking in riddles and hinting at ominous secrets like usual. I suppose, given the quest I'm about to embark on, she would believe it to be fair to give me some free reign around the council. Now, which of these rooms do I want to explore? I've wanted to have a closer look at the council chamber. Unfortunately, there's someone in here. They're not too pleased to see me either. An indignant man dressed in council garb leers at me from beneath his hood. What are you doing in here? You're supposed to be patrolling the hallways, guardsman.
アルデナ様より部屋を見て回る許可はいただいています。急に入ってしまったことについてはお詫びいたします、議長。
Oh, you are that warrior who's going to chase the star. I don't envy you at all. All you will find out there is death. I can see why the Empress is so upset with them. So, are you going to stand there and gawk at me? I know I'm not as interesting as your precious Empress. The contempt in his voice for the Empress is quite shocking. She's like, God damn. I guess that display she did weeks ago in the chambers really stirred them up.
なぜそんなに陛下のことを悪くおっしゃるんですか？
Yeah, why is that, though? Because when she was gazing at the sky vacantly, we were holding this city together. Aren't we owed some gratitude from her? Surely we've done well to keep civil unrest under wraps, not to mention keeping the walls manned. Yet she sees fit to come before us, ignore our counsel, and simply make demands of us. What is even the point of us being there if she doesn't care what we have to say? Well, I can see his point. The Empress hasn't truly been herself in a very long time. It was these men who kept the capital in one piece in her absence. Yet a star falls, and she can simply demand whatever she wants of us.
議長、言っておくが、あの星は何か不吉なものを指し示す予兆なのだと思っている。
Even she got the surprised look on Raylan's face. On Raylan's face, she's like, "Oh God!" Appearing out of nowhere, the Empress casts her vacant gaze at the councilman. He doesn't cower like the others did at the meeting, though. Empress.
あなた方の賛同を得るため、あのような強引な手段を取ったのは、やはり私の落ち度でした。今更だが、そのことについては謝罪します。でも、どうしても捜索隊は必要だったのです。私は議会に対し不信感を抱いている。だがしかし、彼らがこの町のために尽力していたことは揺るぎない事実。礼を言います、議長。議会の面々にも私から感謝の意を表したい。
Maybe there has been some possible misunderstanding. Well, then again, it's best to be cynical at times, I guess. I don't know. But then again, Raelin doesn't really care about politics. I am sorry, my Empress. My anger has clouded my judgment.
いや、あなたの判断は正しい。議会にも登壇しない私に対し疑念を抱くのは至極当然のことです。私は女王だが、議決権を有するのはやはり議会であろう。
Like the sounds like what the parliament used to do, or maybe, or does it? I don't know. I don't know shit.
だが、これだけは知っておいてほしい。私はあなたたちに心から感謝しているのです。あなたのように私に思うところを打ち明けられるようにしてもらえれば、互いのためにもいいと思うのですが。
She leaves as quickly as she came, disappearing as easily as a wraith would. She is such a mysterious woman. It's impossible to read what she really thinks. She never confides in any of us. We don't know if she cares about the capital or if she doesn't care. Perhaps it's because she's so old. Wouldn't you eventually get sick of life after you've lived for so long? Wouldn't you just stop caring about what's happening around you? I know that I would.
私にはわかりません。ただ、女王陛下はあの星について何か思い当たることがあるようなんです。
Well, I'm pretty sure she has some sort of understanding about the star that even we don't know.
ただ、私にもそれが何なのかを教えてはくれませんでした。
He shakes his head and sighs. I like to think that I'm not like the rest of the council. I tried to talk with the guardsmen, interact with the people on the streets. I rarely ever speak my mind when we're gathered in the chambers, though. I don't want anyone to think we don't care. We really do. We're doing the best we can for what remains of the empire. Of this empire. He seems at a loss with himself. Perhaps he had greater ideals for what he could do in his position. Could you please leave? I need some time to think by myself. He seems serious about it. I'd better leave him to his own thoughts. Okay, well then he just abruptly tells me to leave, just like that. Alright. This is one of the few nights that I find sleep taking me. I've been so exhausted lately. Keira's training regime is nothing short of brutal. She's doing her best to get me into shape to take on the Myers. The pillow on my bed looks so inviting tonight. I'm probably not going to get many more chances for a good night's rest. So I had better make the most of this. As I collapse onto my bed, I feel a strange sense of vertigo, almost like when I'm far-seeing. I don't care though, I just want this day to end. Drifting into the realm of dreams, I feel a strange sense of control. I'm dreaming about. Well, we already know how this goes. Gwen, Kara, well, we already have more than enough of Kara, so, and Gwen is, well, I don't know if Raelin has some, like, well, Gwen is, Raylan's, like, only, I guess you could say best friend to talk to, per se. But I don't know if there's more than just, like, friendship, but since I already saved around here, yeah, let's do Ardina. Ardina. As the dream begins to form in front of me, I find myself at the palace. It feels different though. Soft footsteps echo through the halls. The Empress appears before me. This dream makes her seem even more unreal than before.
夢の世界を歩き回れるようになったみたいですね。あなたのギフトには驚かされるばかりよ、レイリン。ここは夢の中なんですか？
The realm of dreams.
そう。私たちは今同じ夢を見ている。二人で一つの夢を共有していると言えばわかるでしょうか。この世界は今我々二人だけしか存在しない。
I don't really understand it. This is obviously a dream, so I shouldn't believe anything that's said to me.
私は夢の世界が好きだ。ここならば人の本心や感情というものが目に見えやすくなるから。夢の中では嘘をついても意味はない。そうでしょ？
You mean to tell me that if you're saying this right now, does this mean you're going to turn this type of dream into a reality? The Empress begins to draw closer to me.
陛下？近いです。
Oh boy. She doesn't say anything. Now she's really close. She begins to reach out to me and...
アルデナ様？何を？おやめください。
She begins to cast my clothes aside. It's not long before her clothes are gone too. She leans over and kisses me directly on my lips. For a moment, I stand there, stunned. I can immediately feel my face flushing with shame. Though I try to pull away, she doesn't let me.
怖がらないで。恥ずかしがる必要などない。レイリン。さっきも言った通り、今は私とあなたの二人きりの世界なのだから。
She slowly puts her arms around me, pulling me closer to her. Her fingers barely touch my back as they slide down yet it feels so overwhelming.
ここでは取り繕う必要も恥ずかしがる必要もない。すべてが自由だ。でもあなたは女王陛下で、私なんかと本当にいいんですか？レイリー、私のことを今は女王などと呼ばないで。今の私はあなたの一番近しい存在。女王もこの衛兵も関係ない友人、いやそれ以上の関係だと思ってほしい。
She's right. My lover. Eagerly, I return her kiss, pressing up against her soft body. Time seems to fast forward around us until the moon is shining through the windows of the palace. The light illuminates our figures as we stand there entwined with each other. This dream, it feels so real. I can feel the Empress's warmth, her breath against my neck. Her pale skin is as white as snow in the moonlight. I put my arms around her shoulders, greedily tasting her lips. Her hands begin to feel my body up and down. Well, no wonder the ruler of the empire is by herself. Oh boy. Does that mean, there's no such as king and queen. Well, there's emperor and empress. I wonder if that would be the thing. I don't know. Her hands begin to feel my body up and down. I cannot help but do the same to hers. Her skin is so soft. It feels incredible to touch. I begin to squeeze, letting it envelop my hands.
レイディ、私の体はあなたのものだ。好きにして構わない。たとえ今ひとときだとしても、私をもてあそんでほしい。
That makes me press even harder against her, causing our chests to be squished between us. Her hands find their way to my hips. She pulls my lower body even closer to her. Is this what love feels like? I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. All of these feelings within me, I welcome them all. I do not feel any shame anymore. All of this, it feels right to me.
これが夢だなんて残念です。現実だったらよかったのに。
If only. Can you imagine if it wasn't a dream? Or, well, she's the Empress. Doesn't she have powers? What if she can turn the dream into a reality? Oops. The alarm clock going off. The Empress smiles at me gently.
レイリー、あなたのギフトは単に遠くのものを見通すだけではない。 心の中で思い描いた世界を現実に干渉させることができる。
Oh, good to know. So that means
これは単なる夢ではないのです。現実にも起こっていたかもしれないことと言えるかもしれません。
oh my goodness.
じゃあ私たちは今夜本当に恋人同士だったかもしれない。
That's crazy. Then what happens if Raelin wakes up from her dream?
ええ、そうよ。
Her face lights up with joy as she looks at me.
とても楽しかったよ、レイリン。けれどあなたはそろそろ戻らなければならない。
She lightly flicks me on the forehead. I suddenly feel very tired, and my vision begins to black out in front of me. As I leave this dream behind, I hear Ardina say one last
ま
thing.
たいつかこうして夢の中で会いましょう、レイリン。おやすみ。
And it ends just like that. They sure have a, you know, they sure have a passionate love making while at it. In a dream, that is. Alright. Next morning. The sun is at its peak. Its burning light, boiling me alive in my armor. Just another day of hard training. After those odd dreams I had last night, the distraction is more than welcome. Kara wasn't lying about this training regime. It's tougher than anything I've ever done before. She's just fine though. Better than she's been in ages.
随分と進歩したじゃないか、レイリン。避け方よし、打撃力も向上した。盾の使い方も申し分ない。
See, and here I thought, you know, Raelin is being like a klutz, or clumsy, that is.
だが敵の動きがセオリー通りだと思わぬことだな。
Yeah,
それ
what?
は肝に銘じろよ。
Yeah, what if it's a good? What if it's a giant creature? While it's nice to hear her praising me, I wonder if she's really okay with me going out to the Myers.
実戦では起点を聞かせることが肝要だ、レイリン。お前のギフトも役に立つだろうとは思う。だが果たしてあの沼地でどれだけうまく使いこなせるかはわからないな。今までに沼地へと赴いた兵士たちはそのほとんどが戦闘用のギフトを持った者たちだった。お前の能力は石膏や偵察に向いているとは言えなくもないが、はっきり言えば戦闘向きではない。
It doesn't take a genius to guess what she means there. I'm best suited to sneaking peeks on people when they think they aren't being watched.
ところで私のギフトがどんな能力か知っているか、レイリン。
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know, to be quite honest with you. Come to think of it, she never told me about her gift, nor ever showed its effects.
いいえ、見たことも聞いたこともないです。ああ、私の能力はそう簡単にひけらかすものではないからな。私の能力は石だ。
The gift of stone. I don't know what she meant by the gift of stone, but you know, the gift of, strong fortitude or something. I don't know. As if to show it, she takes one fist and slams it into a nearby training dummy. The dummy explodes into a shower of splinters. I had to raise my shield to block it in time. Even with the gauntlets she's wearing, that impact should have broken her fingers. Oh, I see. So that's what she meant. Show me how to do that.
すごい。怪我一つない？どうやってるんですか？教えてください。
Even Raelin feels impressed with it. Pretty sure I already saved around there, right? Yeah.
なあ待て。お前が同じようなギフトを持っていたのなら喜んで手取り足取り教えただろうな。
Well, if only. Imagine if you do it to a brick wall.
残念だが、お前のギフトと私のギフトは似ても似つかない。だから代わりにメイスを使って敵の頭をかち割る方法を教えてやろう。
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
私はご覧の通り、防具にはほとんど無頓着だ。何しろ、私の皮膚はオートにあるどんな鎧よりも硬いのだからな。
そうだったんですね。とても石でできているようには見えません。
Yeah, it makes no sense though. I mean, maybe Kara was a bodybuilder the whole entire time. Or better yet, I mean, I know what she meant by gift of stone, So,
外見に騙されないことだ。沼地のような場所では特にな。つまり物事を判断するのは何も見た目だけではないということだ。わかるな、レイリン。かつて防壁守備の任についていた頃はこのギフトに随分と守られたものさ。時折巨大なモンスターが壁を襲ってくることがあった。我々は奴らをシージビースト、
siege beasts.
などと呼んでいた。あの怪物に一人で挑むのは実に肝の冷える経験だった。たとえこの能力があってもな。
Siege beasts as in hellhounds, or what's going on?
私は生き延びた。このギフトのおかげだよ。窮地に陥った時、お前はお前自身で身を守らなければならない。だからこそお前が頼れるものはギフトではなく、お前自身の知恵と起点だ。よく覚えておけ、レイディ。
教官の背中は私が守りますよ。
バカな、それはこっちのセリフだ。むしろお前の方が守られる側じゃないか。
グインが言ってたんです。あの沼地では互いに警戒し合うことが必要だって。
The cooperative experience.
自分一人の力に頼ってちゃむしろ危険です。ですからあなたのことも守ります。守らせてください。
おそらくその必要はないと思うが、感謝するよ、レイリン。もし防具で防げなかったとしても、私はこの皮膚そのものが鎧だ。
Well, the trait, the gift of the stone wall.
グイ インといえば彼女のギフトを見るのも楽しみだな。天から雷を呼び寄せることができるなら、ひょっとしなくともシージビーストを跡形もなく消し去ってしまえるかもしれない。
What, does Gwen have like a similar gift? Like the gift of magecraft or something? Well, she didn't explain hers from what I recall. Like, Raelin has the gift of farseeing. Kara has the gift of, like, stone. So...
新兵たちの能力訓練に参加したことがあったが、彼女は堅くなにそのギフトを隠していた。
unleash her full power.
何ができるのか、どんな能力なのかをな。彼女が能力を授かった時、神はさぞかしご満悦だったろうよと思ったものさ。うっかり沼地に雷を落とさないことを祈りたいものだ。
Honestly, that would be funny.
ああ、ところで何かを忘れていないかな、レイリン。
That'll be the most amusing part about it. Setting the Myers in a blaze just to prevent this story from being a bit too bland, if you ask me. You know, for being a bit of a goofball, I'm gonna be I can't remember.
もう何も考えられません。
ならば訓練のことだけ考えていればいい。
Oh, right. I mean, I already noticed, but I chose the other dialogue just to be, you know, a bit trollish. Her voice is like a crack of thunder, nearly making me fall off balance.
さあ、ぼーっと突っ立っているな。良くなってきてはいるが、まだまだだぞ。お前はやればやるほど伸び続ける。さあ、シールドバッシュを見せてみろ。
Wincing, I begin to follow her instructions again, wielding my training weapons to the best of my ability. Alright. Think it's a good place to stop it from here. I mean, I could continue more, but considering there's yeah, the last part was like an hour in and it was like a whole bunch of nothing. So if we can just stop it from here. Well, I guess Raelin got what she wants in her dream. Raelin gets to have her first love experience with Ardina, even if it's a dream, you know. Although I was, you know, messing around and kept saying, you know, a dream can become a reality. But who knows? Anyway, next part, we're gonna see if there's any more progress within the story, because it seems like they're still prepping before going on the journey to the Myers. So with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.